Hey everyone, welcome. How are you today? Today's day 17 of our 28-day challenge. I'm so glad you're here. You're doing great. Let's get started in Ragdoll. Set your feet about hips width distance apart and hang forward. Hips width distance apart. Nice to remember, not the outer edges of your mat. Your hips are not that wide. About 2 fists distance between your feet. And you can bend your knees and rest your elbows on your thighs if this variation works for you. You might use your hands on your mat, or if you have some blocks, you can put your hands on blocks. And if you can come into a forward fold, let your head drop. Now, that might not work, so maybe you stay in more of a halfway lift. But the beauty of Ragdoll, any forward fold really, is having the opportunity to drop your head. Now, if you want to bring your hands to opposite elbow, you can. I bend my knees, right? This gives me just a little more room, a little less resistance, and definitely less struggle. Now tune into your breath, and if you want to add in some side-to-side movement, you can. If you want to move your head around, you can. Add in attention to your breath, because you're always breathing, but hopefully you've started noticing the difference that attention to your breath makes. Okay, so as you breathe in and breathe out, can you really start to feel where you are? Paying more attention to your breath, less attention to the stuff in your head. Because the stuff in your head, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. But what's happening right here, right now, take another big inhale. And a big exhale. Release your hands down to your mat and step back to your downward facing dog. And if you want to come right into your child's pose, you can come right into your child's pose. And if you're in your downward dog, right here again, feel your head hang down. If you're in child's pose, let your head rest on your mat, softening the muscles in the back of your neck that do all the work to hold your head up. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Now from here, walk your hands back towards your feet. You might bend your knees a lot as you walk your hands back. And with your feet apart or together, come on up to stand. Roll your shoulders back. Reach your hands up, look up. Take a really big inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Here you can set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. And together, let's take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Find your halfway lift, your flat back, take a big inhale. Now plant your hands on your mat and walk yourself out to your high push-up, your high plank. As you come into your high push-up, you can drop your knees down for a little more support. Spread your fingers wide. Lengthen from the crown of your head out through your tailbone, out through your heels. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, forward and halfway down, low push-up. You can drop your knees or come all the way down. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Maybe your cobra or your low cobra. Exhaling, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Here, take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Take a deep breath in, fill up. And as you exhale lightly, step or jump to the front edge of your mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Inhale, fold forward, exhale. Inhale, come on up to stand. Feel your feet on your mat, on the ground, and then rise up and reach up. fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up, forward and halfway down, low push-up. Drop your knees or come all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now set your gaze to one point. You can close your eyes if that works better for you. Feel your hands on your mat. Feel your feet on your mat. Feel your breath. A big breath in. And a long breath out. Take another big breath in here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Come on up to stand. Big breath. Fill up. Lift up and lighten up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Step back. High push up. Forward and halfway down, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So remembering that you can add in child's pose at any point. That you can add in variations that work for you. And definitely add in breath. A big inhale and a big exhale. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Once more here. Big inhale, fill up. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Put a big bend in your knees. And come on up. Hands high or at your heart. Feel it out. You've been practicing now. This is your 17th day practicing. So feel it out. What works for your hands, your shoulders? What works for your feet? Feet together or apart? Maybe it's a variation of chair pose. Maybe it feels better to come into your child's pose, and that's okay because you're here, you're breathing. Take a big inhale, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, high push-up to low push-up, exhale. Upward dog, take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Spin your back foot flat. And come on up. Now here again, hands higher at your heart, maybe at your hips. Front foot is flat and straight. Back foot is flat and your toes point a little bit forward. Deep breath. Intentional breath. Part of your practice, absolutely part of your practice is these poses, the asanas. But part of your practice is showing up, breathing intentionally, acting intentionally. So action might be warrior one. Action might be child's pose. Intentional action. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. One step, maybe a couple of smaller steps. Come up. Feel it out. Set your foundation. Set your gaze. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And the past 2 days I've talked about enthusiasm and excitement and tapas, right? The fiery energy that keeps you going, that is keeping you on this path and keeping you in this challenge. But it's not out of control, right? Not such a strong fire that you burn yourself out or you start to struggle. So you add in intention. You let there be balance. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. You add in intention and compassion. Practice because you care about yourself and you care about others. Take another deep inhale here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down. Come up. Take a big inhale here. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Step up, rise up. Now add in your warrior two. A little more space between your feet. Just feel that out. Feel if that's possible. The space here now to take care of yourself and even to enjoy yourself. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior, reach up and go back. Now your left hand can come to your left leg or to your low back, maybe even comes all the way around to the top of your right thigh. Notice if you've lost the bend in your front knee, feel if you can track your front knee over your front ankle and then lift up. Take a really big inhale here. As you exhale, bring your hands all the way down to your mat. Step back, high push-up, forward and down, low push-up. Upward dog, inhale, downward dog, exhale. Now, right foot steps again. Warrior one. Come on up. Open out to your warrior two. Here, straighten your front leg. Drop your hands. Pivot your toes to face the side edge of your mat so your feet are parallel or a little bit pigeon-toed. Interlace your fingers at your low back. You can add a towel or strap between your hands, and that'll just give you a little more room for this. Knuckles can drop down. Chest lifts up. Take a big inhale, and then start to fold forward. Now, as you fold, to your own degree. So maybe you're in more of a halfway lift. Maybe you can come into this forward fold like your ragdoll and let your head drop and let your hands come up off your hips. If your hands are on your hips, this is where a towel or strap between your hands will give your shoulders more room. And then you can take advantage of this nice shoulder rinse. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Once more here, a big inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Come halfway up, bring your hands to your hips, and come all the way up to stand. Now, pivot your toes forward, right toes forward. Step your left foot in halfway or a third of the way. Reach your arms up. Keep your feet as they are. Wrap your left arm under your right, eagle arms. And then pause for a moment. So here you have 2 feet on your mat. Your arms wrapped, and if this variation doesn't work, you can bring your hands to your elbows or press your forearms together. If you're wrapping your arms, your left arm is under your right. Bring your elbows up just a bit, soften your shoulders down. Now keep your arms wrapped and step forward onto that right leg. Take your left leg and wrap it over. Now as the left leg comes over, the left foot might dangle. Maybe it touches down. Maybe you have room to hook the left foot behind your right leg. And if you're wobbly, that's okay. If you fall out of the pose, be compassionate with yourself. Be kind. You can come out of the pose and then come right back into it. Now take a deep breath in and a breath out. Notice if you've been holding your breath on your inhale, unwrap your arms, your legs, reach all the way up. Fold forward, exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet, bend your knees, come up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat. Step back, high push-up to low push-up, exhale. Upward dog, take a breath in, downward dog, breath out. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. Come on up, open out to your warrior two. Find your footing here. Set your feet on your mat. Let your toes be on your mat, but soften your toes. Lengthen out through your arms, lengthen out through your fingers, or bring your hands to your heart. So really feel what works best for you. Feel the fire, the tapas, the enthusiasm and excitement that brought you to your mat today, but then balance it out so that it actually works and you're not struggling. Spin your palms to the sky and take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. And for me, there's absolutely a difference between challenge and struggle, and hopefully you're starting to feel that for yourself. As you dip into your front knee, lift from your hip, a lot of length and space in this left side body. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, hands come all the way down to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Upward dog, take a breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Left foot steps again, warrior one. Come on up. Open out to your warrior two. Here, straighten your front leg. Drop your hands. This time, just square your hips forward. Step your right foot in. Left foot a little to your left. 2 feet on your mat. Reach your hands up. Wrap your right arm under your left. These are your eagle arms. And again, if the arm wrap doesn't work, opposite hand, opposite elbow, or your forearms together, even hands at your heart. Now setting your gaze, steady breath. Notice your breath. Big breath in, long breath out. And keeping your connection with your breath, wrap your legs. Your right leg wraps up and over your left. And again, the right foot can dangle or touch down or even hook behind your left leg. And you might notice a difference one side to the other. I am way steadier standing on my right foot than I am on my left. And every time I balance on my left foot, it surprises me. Maybe you're surprised by how balanced you feel. Right? Maybe you're surprised that you have to come out of it and come back into it. Either way, meet that surprise with breath, with compassion. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Now as you inhale, unwrap, release, reach all the way up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back, high push-up, forward and down, low push-up. Upward dog, take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Really nice, everyone. A big inhale. And a long exhale. Bring your knees to your mat here. Sit back over your heels. Lie down on your back. And we'll come right into Shavasana. You can draw your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Maybe add in your twist if you like. Extend your legs out or work with your feet flat. And take a really big breath in. And a big breath out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring some movement into your body. Draw your knees into your chest. Here, roll to one side and make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. You can set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. Together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me again today. You are doing great. We need the fire, we need the passion to keep us going, but we also need to be compassionate with ourselves, right? So if you notice as we move through the remainders of the day that some days you're a little more tired, some days you have a little more energy, just notice that, and you can adjust your practice accordingly so you can still enjoy your practice. Still keep showing up, but also still keep enjoying your practice. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. I'm so glad to have you doing this challenge with me. Please, if you're enjoying the challenge, take a moment, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and let me know how it's going for you. I'd love to hear from you. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you on your mat tomorrow.